Nobody talks about this, but Amazon KDP is not for everyone. You see success stories, passive income screenshots, people claiming easy money. But what they don't tell you is this: KDP can be frustrating. KDP can be slow, and sometimes it can feel like you are getting nowhere. In this video, I will break down the mindsets that can block your success in Amazon KDP. If you have even one of them, KDP may not be the right business for you.
I watched hundreds of videos saying you can make $10,000 per month, but in 3 months I only made $4. I think I got scammed.
If you want fast money, Amazon KDP is probably a bad choice for you. Let's be honest, YouTube is full of people showing big income screenshots and talking about easy passive income. Most of that is marketing, not reality. Last month I asked my audience one simple question: how much did you earn from KDP in 2025? 256 people voted. 68% said they make between $0 and $100 per month. 13% make between $100 and $500. 6% make between $500 and $1,000. Only 12% make more than $1,000 per month. Now, I want to be fair. Not everyone who watches my videos joined this poll, and beginners are usually more active on YouTube, which can affect results slightly. But honestly, these numbers match what I have personally seen over the past 6 years. I published my first book in July 2019. It took me 7 months to make my first $100. My first $1,000 month happened January 2021, almost 18 months later. I made a full video about realistic KDP income milestones for average people. But here's the short version. If you don't already have a loyal audience or a big advertising budget, and you expect results in a few months, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
Find a niche, do keyword research, make the interior, make the cover. Find a niche, keyword research, interior cover. It is so boring.
If you hate repetition, KDP will mentally drain you. Learning new skills is usually fun and exciting. At the beginning, KDP feels like that too. But after you learn the basics, things change. Because on Amazon KDP, real income usually comes from building a large portfolio. And the easiest way to do that is creating low content books in multiple niches as fast as you can. Which means every single time you repeat the same cycle. Find a niche, do keyword research, create interiors, design covers, upload, optimize. Then you do the same thing for another niche, and another, and another. People think publishing is creative work all the time. It's not. Most of the time, it's repeating boring tasks, hoping one book finally gets traction. You might upload a book and nothing happens. So you change keywords. Nothing happens. You change the cover. Still nothing. Then you test ads. Maybe small movement, maybe nothing. This is normal in KDP. If you need constant excitement or fast visible progress, you will burn out fast. Because KDP success is not built on motivation. It's built on doing the same things, even when you are bored. If you hate repetition, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
The interiors I make in Canva don't look professional. They say learn Adobe Illustrator, learn Photoshop. Okay, sir, like I have unlimited time just for KDP.
If you don't like learning new tools, KDP will frustrate you faster than you expect. When I started with Amazon KDP, ready to upload low content interiors from stock sites like Creative Fabrica were everywhere. Thousands of people were uploading the same interiors with different covers. Then we start hearing about account suspensions because of duplicative content. After that, many people moved to Canva because it was free and easy. But later, people started having account problems again. Because Canva's license basically says you don't own the copyright, you only have a license to use the elements. And Amazon KDP require full copyright ownership. I know this topic is controversial, and yes, many people still use Canva, but personally, I don't recommend relying on it for KDP. It's limited and it's not built for the professional printing industry. Then AI came. People started mass uploading covers and coloring books using tools like Midjourney and others. So even since 2019, the tools used for KDP have changed a lot. And you have to adapt whether you like it or not. For me, I stayed mostly with Adobe tools since the beginning. I only use Adobe Illustrator for covers and interiors. I use AI very limited, and when I do, I prefer Adobe Firefly because it's commercially safer. If you want to create more professional interiors and covers and you are looking for a commercially safe AI tool, I will leave a link to the Adobe websites below so you can check it yourself. And here's the part people don't like hearing. Even if you stick to one tool, that tool will change. New updates, new features, new things you have to learn. If you don't like learning new tools, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
Zero royalties again today. That's enough. I think I'm wasting my time. I'm quitting.
If you quit when results are slow, KDP will destroy your motivation. Because of unrealistic expectations pushed by popular YouTube channels, many people expect quick results. And when they don't see sales in weeks, they quit way earlier than they should. That's why setting the right expectations is critical when you start any business. 3 weeks ago, I ran another community poll. I asked one simple question. How long did it take you to make your first $100 per month on KDP? 105 people voted. 16% said less than 6 months. 23% said 6 to 12 months. 7% said more than 12 months. And 54% said they still have not reached $100 per month. Yes, we can assume many of them are beginners, but here's what I have seen in the last 6 years. The number of beginners is always much higher than the number of people consistently making money. Why? Because most beginners quit before 6 months. Everyone has different skills, background, and time they invest. But in my experience, getting real results in less than a year is rare. Because like in any real business, KDP has a learning curve, and learning curves take time. If you are not patient and you quit when results are slow, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
Reading KDP guidelines is so complicated. I'll just check YouTube to learn how to format my book.
If you don't want to read guidelines, KDP will be risky for you. Some people like learning from someone explaining things. I get that. That's why many beginners buy courses when they start. But you need to understand something. Most of what you will pay for is already available for free in the KDP Help Center on Amazon. And I am not exaggerating. When I check questions people ask in KDP community forums or even on groups on Facebook, most of the time the answers are already inside the KDP Help Center. But people don't read it. They search shortcuts. They watch random videos. They copy what others are doing. And that's where problems start. Because on KDP, not knowing the rules can cost you your account. I'm talking about block books, account suspensions, or full account termination. The Help Center should be your main source, not YouTube, not random groups, not someone said this works. Is it boring? Yes. Is it long? Yes. Is it optional? No. If you don't want to read guidelines, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
I don't get how they find profitable niches. Research is so boring. I'll just make another low-content book based on what YouTubers recommend.
If you don't like keyword and niche research, KDP will feel like torture to you. Because if you talk about today, most main low-content book niches are already saturated on Amazon KDP. That's the reality, but opportunities still exist in sub-niches, in new trends, in micro-demand markets. And that's why learning how to research is critical, either using paid tools or manual research methods. But here's what I see most beginners doing. They watch niche videos on YouTube. They copy what they hear. They jump into these so-called profitable niches without doing their own research. And you need to understand this. If a niche appears in a YouTube video, it's usually already saturated or it will be very soon. That's the beginner trap. Research is boring, it's repetitive, it's slow. You check search results, you analyze competitors, you test keywords, you check search volume, you compare niches, and sometimes after hours of research, you still feel unsure. But if you skip research, you are not saving time, you are increasing your chance of failure. If you don't like keyword and niche research, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
After the 2025 changes to KDP royalty rates and printing costs, all my low-content book sales have dropped drastically. I've wasted 5 years. Ha!
If you are not open to change, KDP will slowly push you out of the market. Because one thing is constant on Amazon KDP. Things change. Printing costs change, royalty structures change, competition changes, trends change, tools change, customer expectations change. What worked 2 years ago might not work today. I've seen people build strong sales with basic low-content notebooks. Then printing costs increased in 2025. Margins dropped, competition increased, sales dropped, and many of them kept doing the same thing. Same niches, same designs, same strategy. Hoping the market would go back to how it was. It never does. KDP rewards people who adapt early, not the people who resist change. You don't have to chase every new trend, but you have to accept that this is a moving market. If you are emotionally attached to how things used to work, you will struggle here. If you are not open to change, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
December sales were really good, but January is barely half of that. How am I going to pay the bills? Ugh.
If you prefer stable and fixed income, KDP will feel stressful to you because income on Amazon KDP is not stable, not monthly, not predictable, not guaranteed. 1 month can be great, next month can drop by 30%, sometimes even more. Seasonality matters. Trends change, competition increases, ads get expensive, algorithm shifts. You might have a strong December, then January comes and sales drop hard. And this is normal in KDP. But many people mentally expect salary type income, same number every month. And when that does not happen, panic starts. How will I pay bill this month? Why are my sales dropping? Is KDP dying? No, this is just how variable income businesses work. KDP rewards long-term consistency, not short-term stability. If unstable income makes you anxious, stressed, or uncomfortable, this business will be mentally very hard for you. If you prefer stable and fixed income, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
Amazon blocked my book. Bots keep replying with generic messages. How can I even reach customer support for an explanation?
If you need human support to solve every problem, KDP will frustrate you a lot. Because on Amazon KDP, most of the time you are dealing with systems, not people. Automated emails, generic responses, template answers, and sometimes no clear explanation at all. Your book can get blocked, your account can be terminated, and you might not get a detailed reason. This is not a customer service driven business. This is a platform driven business. And yes, sometimes you can reach real support, but it is not always fast and it's not always detailed. Many people expect live chat level support or someone who explains everything step by step. That's usually not how this works. If you get frustrated when you cannot talk to a real person immediately, this business will mentally exhaust you. If you prefer human support over automated systems, KDP is probably not the right business for you.
What? Amazon just terminated my account. My royalties from the past 2 months too. Are they gone? What am I going to do now?
If you don't like making backup plans, KDP is a dangerous business for you. Because when you build a business on Amazon KDP, you are building on someone else's platform. You don't control the rules. You don't control policy changes. You don't control account decisions. And sometimes things happen fast. Books can get blocked, categories can change, ads can stop performing, or worst case, accounts can get suspended. I'm not saying this happens to everyone, but if you stay in this space long enough, you will see it happen to someone. That's why smart sellers diversify. Multiple niches, multiple book types, multiple traffic sources. Sometimes even multiple income streams outside KDP, because putting all your income into one platform is always risky. Hope is not a strategy, and KDP is not a guaranteed income. If you refuse to plan for worst case scenarios, this business can hit you very hard one day. If you don't like making backup plans, KDP is probably not the right business for you. So after all of this, is KDP still worth it in 2026? Honestly, yes. Despite all the challenges, publishing on Amazon KDP is still worth it. I've tried building alternative income streams. I'm still testing other business models. But for me, I still haven't found something that fits better than KDP. It's not easy. It's not fast money. But it's still one of the most accessible online businesses if you treat it seriously. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing. Because here, I share the real side of KDP.